Welcome to Movie Recap, a channel dedicated to those addicted to movies. Our focus is to showcase the best recap of your favorite flick. Sit back, grab your popcorn and get ready to be amazed by the call of the wild. The 1890s saw the abrupt uprooting of Buck, a kind-hearted dog from California, and his transplantation to the wild and unusual Alaskan Yukon. Buck's happy family existence is flipped upside down. Buck takes on the adventure of a lifetime as the newest rookie on a mail delivery dog sled team and, in the end, discovers his real calling in life. Spoilers ahead. John Thornton narrates the entire movie. Around the time of the Alaskan Gold Rush, the movie begins. Buck, a once pampered and unruly St. Bernard Scotch Collie mix, finds himself thrust into an unfamiliar world as he is kidnapped from his opulent life at Judge Miller's estate. This spirited canine, messy and defiant, undergoes a transformation in the crucible of the wild. Banished to the harsh outdoors after a lavish party, Buck's fate takes a drastic turn when he is stolen by a cunning thief and sold into the hands of sled dog dealers. The journey to the frozen expanses of Alaska is marked by Buck's encounter with the enigmatic John Thornton at the Alaskan port. Thornton, a man with a mysterious past and a kind heart, returns Buck's harmonica, setting the stage for a bond that transcends the boundaries between man and beast. This meeting foreshadows the profound connection that will unfold between them. Perot, a determined postal service employee, becomes Buck's new master, and the spirited dog is thrust into the demanding world of sled dog teams. Alongside the capable Francois, Perot's wife, Buck becomes an integral part of their dog sled team, navigating the treacherous Alaskan terrain to deliver mail. The sled team becomes a symbol of teamwork and survival, as they face the challenges of the harsh wilderness together. In the heart of the wilderness, Buck's true nature begins to emerge as he taps into the primal instincts inherited from his ancestors. The initially harsh treatment from Spitz, the sled dog commander, only serves to toughen Buck. Cruelty, a language spoken fluently by the harsh Arctic environment, is met with resilience as Buck, fueled by an untamed wolf spirit represented by a massive black wolf in his dreams, begins to adapt to the demands of his new life. Despite the adversities, Buck discovers a sense of happiness in the rhythm of the sled team, the crisp bite of the cold air, and the camaraderie with his fellow sled dogs. His connection with the wild intensifies, forging a bond with the pack as he learns to navigate the challenges of the unforgiving terrain. Buck's character becomes a testament to the resilience of the spirit when faced with the call of the wild. The turning point in Buck's journey comes when he extends an act of kindness to his fellow sled dogs and earns their loyalty. This newfound unity is showcased when Buck heroically saves Francois, one of his owners, from the icy clutches of a frozen lake. The act not only ingratiates him with his human masters but solidifies his position as a leader among the sled dogs. The power struggle within the sled dog team reaches its zenith when Spitz, the incumbent leader, decides to challenge Buck. Embracing his wild nature and drawing strength from the untamed spirit within, Buck engages in a fierce and primal battle with Spitz. The clash is a spectacle of survival where Buck's innate instincts prevail, leading to his triumphant emergence as the new leader. Spitz, humiliated and vanquished, retreats into the vast wilderness, marking a symbolic passing of the torch. Under Buck's leadership, Perot and Francois achieve their first-ever on-time delivery, a testament to the transformative impact the magnificent dog has on the sled team's efficiency. Buck assumes the role of head of the pack, guiding them through the challenging Alaskan terrain with a blend of instinct and intelligence. As the sled team approaches John Thornton's town, the journey takes a poignant turn. John, sensing the impending departure, hands Perot a note addressed to his wife. Buck, attuned to the subtle nuances of human emotion, intuits the significance of this message and delays their departure. This interlude becomes a poignant moment, showcasing Buck's keen understanding of human connections and his burgeoning bond with John Thornton. However, the idyllic phase comes to an abrupt end when technological progress, in the form of the telegraph, replaces the need for Perot and Francois' sled dog services. Despite Buck's deep affection for his owners and the camaraderie among the sled dogs, economic forces compel Perot and Francois to sell their beloved pets. Enter Hal, a man driven by dreams of striking gold in the wilderness, accompanied by his ill-prepared companions, Mercedes and Charles. John Thornton, recognizing the dire situation, attempts to dissuade Hal and his companions from venturing into the unforgiving wilderness. Hal and his companions, undeterred by John's warnings, set off on their ill-fated journey, illustrating the stark contrast between those who respect the wild and those who underestimate its power. Buck, now facing another chapter in his tumultuous journey, witnesses the departure of his beloved owners and the encroaching chaos brought by Hal and his inexperienced companions. As the summer sun approaches, thawing the once frozen landscapes of the Alaskan wilderness, John Thornton senses the urgency to intervene in the perilous journey of Hal. The sled dogs, now rendered useless on the non-snowy ground, are pushed beyond their limits. John follows their trail. Upon reaching the beleaguered group, John is met with a harrowing scene. Buck, the once vibrant and formidable leader, lies unconscious, the toll of the arduous journey evident in his weakened state. The other sled dogs, shadows of their former selves, bear the scars of neglect and undernourishment. John's heart sinks at the sight, realizing the gravity of the situation. Using his persuasive skills, John manages to convince Hal and his fellow travelers to abandon their misguided quest. Despite the reprieve, he is granted permission to take Buck back to the village. The journey back becomes a solemn procession, with Buck, though physically weakened. As Buck heals under John's care, the layers of their connection deepen. The truth about John's past slowly unfurls, revealing a man haunted by personal tragedy. The loss of his small son had driven a wedge between John and his wife, leading him to seek solace in the vast and unforgiving landscapes of Alaska. John's coping mechanism, unfortunately, lies in the bottom of a bottle as he attempts to drown his sorrows. Hal's return to the town introduces a darker element to the narrative. Finding John in a bar, consumed by his own demons, Hal's frustration boils over, culminating in a violent confrontation. Accusing John of betrayal, Hal reveals the bitter reality that he has lost all his hounds in the wilderness, and his quest for gold has yielded nothing. The villagers, witnessing the altercation, intervene and eject Hal from the pub. In a surprising turn of events, Buck storms into the scene, staunchly defending John, his newfound companion, as Buck positions himself as a protective guardian, signaling the profound bond that has developed between man and beast. Back at John's home, Buck, now assuming a role beyond that of a sled dog, buries John's alcohol in the snow. In a poignant moment, John, sobered by the events and Buck's unwavering support, opens up about his true motivation for coming to Alaska. It is revealed that John's son harbored a fascination with Alaska and dreamt of exploring uncharted territories. In honor of his son's memory, John decides to embark on an expedition into the unexplored wilderness with Buck as his steadfast companion. The decision marks a turning point for both man and dog as they set out to confront the challenges of the unknown. Their journey takes them through a perilous boat expedition into the heart of the wilderness. Battling against the elements, John and Buck navigate the untamed rivers and dense forests, forging a bond that transcends the physical realm. The decision to stay at a long-abandoned cabin they stumble upon becomes a poignant choice, symbolizing their retreat from the complexities of human society into the simplicity of nature. Meanwhile, Hal, learning of John and Buck's departure, begins a desperate search for the duo. The narrative takes on a sense of urgency as the gold-laden river sparkles under the Alaskan sun. John Thornton seizes the opportunity to pan for the precious metal. The glistening promise of newfound riches stands in stark contrast to the tumultuous emotions that have defined his past. Meanwhile, Buck, now a member of a wild wolf pack, embarks on a quest of a different kind. The sighting of a female white wolf in the dense forest kindles a primal instinct within him. Buck's pursuit of this ethereal creature marks a departure from the domesticated life he once knew. As he saves a pack member from drowning, he solidifies his place among the wolves, embracing the untamed spirit that courses through his veins. The pack welcomes him, and Buck, in turn, revels in the sense of belonging, a stark departure from the world of man. Days unfold with Buck seamlessly transitioning between the wild wolf pack and John's homestead. Evenings see him returning to the familiar surroundings of John's house, forging a delicate balance between the call of the wild and the bonds of companionship. The meadows and forests become a canvas for Buck's dual existence, a testament to the complexity of his journey. Amidst this delicate dance between the wild and the domestic, John Thornton contemplates a return to the life he left behind. The gold, though a symbol of potential redemption, becomes secondary to the yearning for a restoration of his former life. John recognizes the solace he found in the wild, yet a profound understanding dawns upon him. Buck, too, has discovered his genuine home among the wolves. The symbiotic relationship between man and dog, wild and domestic, takes on a nuanced dimension as both navigate the crossroads of their destinies. In the midst of this internal reckoning, the specter of Hal returns, casting a shadow over the tranquility of the wilderness. Armed with a loaded rifle, Hal confronts John on his final night in the woods. The confrontation becomes a battle not just for gold but for survival and the sanctity of the bond forged between man and dog. Hal's desperation transcends mere material wealth, he seeks retribution and destruction. As the struggle unfolds, Buck, drawn by the echoes of gunfire, returns swiftly to John's side after his nightly sojourn with the wolf pack. Fearless and resolute, Buck confronts Hal, overcoming the remnants of his past fears. When Hal brandishes a club threateningly, Buck, in a display of unwavering loyalty, snatches it away. The confrontation reaches its zenith as Buck, fueled by instinct and loyalty, pushes Hal into the flaming cabin, causing it to collapse and trapping Hal beneath its burning ruins. In the aftermath, the price paid for survival is revealed. John Thornton, mortally wounded in the struggle, lies amidst the embers and wreckage. Buck, understanding the gravity of the situation, rushes to John's side, attempting to save the man who had become more than a master, a friend. The two share a poignant moment, a final gaze at the meadow that witnessed their shared journey, encapsulating the profound bond that transcended the boundaries between man and dog. In a narrative turn, John Thornton assumes the role of a posthumous narrator, addressing the audience with a voice from beyond. Buck, having achieved legendary status, emerges as the pack leader and father to the offspring of the white wolf. The distinction between legend and reality is blurred as John reassures the audience that Buck is, at his core, a genuine dog. The burned-out cabin becomes a poignant landmark in Buck's journey, a reminder of the sacrifices made and the enduring echoes of the call of the wild. As Buck passes the remnants of the once flaming cabin, he occasionally reflects on his friend, John Thornton. And while John wishes he could have shown Buck love, he is aware that Buck has actually found pleasure since he heeded the call of the wilds. We really hope you enjoyed today's recap of The Call of the Wild. Please leave a comment below of what you loved about the movie and why. Be sure to like the video and please don't forget to support our channel by subscribing so you don't miss any amazing content. Until next time, lights, camera, action. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.